What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Alternative Influence. Welcome to our vlog. I am Terry. I'm your host. I am the creator of Alternative Influence. I am the writer of the book, A Failure's Guide to Business Success, which you can get. Maybe you should get it. I don't know. I'm impartial. No, I am partial, not impartial. I want you to buy the book. I'm glad you're here. Today, we want to. I don't know if I'm gonna make this a series or not, but right now I'm pretty. I guess fired up is the word. I don't know. From time to time, you come up with this thing. You come through the thing. You come through this issue with customers slash friends, and they want something that is known as the bro deal. Hence the board. No bro. All right. So the bro deal is a interesting concept. It's when your friends expect something for nothing. They're basically paying you with their friendship to borrow your service. They are asking you to forego an expense at home, whether it be one meal, 3 meals, or a light bill, or a cell phone bill, in order to help them for $0 or 50% off. I set the stage that way on purpose because I want you to hear it that way because it should bother you. Bro deals really more so show the heart of the individual asking for the deal. And I'm going to interject, even though this is going to offend somebody out there, I'm sure, probably even somebody I know. I'm going to interject that if you really were my friend, you'd want to pay me more than I'm asking you to pay. Because you want to see me succeed at what I'm doing and what I've created, what that job is. So that's how I believe a friend should act. Maybe you can't afford to pay full price, and in which case we sweeten the deal. Maybe you provide your service along with a discounted price that your friend offers. The point here is that you cannot discredit your friend's product or service. That's not fair, and that's not friendship. Okay? I don't want if you're. This is the South. We're in Nashville, so. And I'm really trying to think through this in a way that it is easy to digest yet not offensive. If you think about relationships, and oftentimes it's down here especially, it's like, hey, we should get together. Hey, let's hang out. Hey, let's get our wives together. Hey, let's fill in the blank, right? Let's do brunch, let's get drinks, let's do whatever. And I mean, when you see each other, you immediately start talking. There's that relationship. If you're, working with this individual, that maybe you're building something for them, or you're training them, or they come to your yoga studio and you talk while you're working, then you kind of have a relationship. But if you're not, if you don't have anything outside of those two things, running into each other and talking to one another, or working together and talking to one another, then there are no grounds for a bro deal. And that is if the bro deal is even acceptable, which I'm trying to debunk that. I don't think a bro deal is should ever be offered. And if it should be offered, it should be limited, both in time and length. So whether that be, I'll give you, instead of giving you a full hour, I can only give you 30 minutes for free. You have to pay for the other 30 minutes. You know what I mean? So, some hybrid of the form. And it should be a conversation, and it shouldn't be awkward. So I interject that as well. So if you only have that type of relationship, backing up to our story, where you are only discussing things on those levels, and you guys aren't like hanging out, but then you're giving bro deals to this person, and you continue to give bro deals to this person because you feel either guilty or you're being made to feel obligated to do that from the individual in question. And then I ask you this. Are you a friend, or are you just slave labor? Are you a friend? Maybe slave labor is a strong term. I apologize. Or are you just around? Are you there for their disposal? Your relationship is basically built on your ability to give them a discounted product or service. Now, on the other hand, you could be that customer, that client, that person, and you're thinking, man, I get bro deals all the time. I never really thought about this. And sure, you can plead ignorance. That's fine. I think a lot of people might be ignorant to this. No, you're not. So you must do something about it. You must understand how that speaks. So if you're the one saying that person's your friend, we need to hang out, need to have you over, yada, 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 fill in the blank. But you'd never do. You never pave the way for that. But you're always asking for a discount, or you're upset about the price or the cost, and you kind of bellyache about it all the time. What are you communicating? Think about what you're communicating. And then maybe think about how that would feel if it was somebody in your line of work, could be your boss or a manager, being like, man, it really sucks that I got to pay you $20 an hour to file those reports, or pay you 6% to sell that house. I could pay you probably 3%. Would you consider hooking me up? Right? That you don't like it, do you? Doesn't feel good. So if that's the only thing that you're communicating, then it's not friendship at all. And if you really truly were a friend, you'd want to pay more. Like you'd want to pay their service in a tip. I'm not saying that maybe you want to double what you're paying them. I've been overpaid, blindsided by generosity, by a few really good friends. And when I think about it that way, and all the people that have asked for advice, whether it be fitness related or construction related, or about fixing a car, buying a house, selling a house, whatever, if I think about how much advice that I've given away for free, and then the select individuals, there are 3 of them, that have paid for the service plus some, I'm thinking today, I'm like, oh, I only have 3 friends. Right? That's not fair to assume. It's better to think that maybe they haven't thought this through. Maybe they haven't considered this as in all actuality, of being fertile ground to build a relationship on. So if you're out there and you're using a service or a product of your friends, maybe think of, especially if you're already discounted and you've been discounted for a little while, maybe you just start maybe asking a couple questions about, hey man, what are you charging these days? And then you start sliding them the rest of that money. Change their life, because they're dependent on you. They're dependent on those dollars, every bit of it. They wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't paying. I would like to think that. Maybe some of you out there just love it so much that you're willing to give up food and shelter to do something you love. I would imagine that's not the case, right? So the topic is no bro. No bro deals. And stifle it the minute it's assumed. If you get into a conversation / bid a job / talk to trainer or realtor, I really am trying to make this overarching. And they're starting to be, oh, I know you. Remember how far we go back? Or you give them the price and like, oh, I didn't really expect it to be that much. And you get nothing. They ended up running away because they thought that you were going to hook them up with some type of special. You got to stop that in its tracks. If you want to still have the job, still have the friend, and actually make what you're worth, you got to stop it and you got to call it out. And it's really hard. And you don't have to be a jerk about it. You know, find a way to do it and communicate in a way that is kind and gentle. You don't have to come out guns a-blazing with accusations and anger. That's not going to do anything. It's just going to drive a wedge into an already interesting relationship as it sits. You want to build the relationship? Call it out. Be honest. Say, hey man, I can't really get by. I can't really pay my guys. I can't really pay my bills. I can't really keep the lights on at this gym if I'm giving a discount. This is something that I think is lost on people. So I wanted to get on here. I wanted to vent a little bit. And I also wanted to maybe spread the news because I'm just assuming that far less people know about this than I believe should know about it. So maybe it helps you. Maybe you're aggravated with me. Maybe you're maybe you're somebody that I know, and we've done a bro deal before. When you're thinking, man, Terry he didn't pay me double. Just know that it will come back to you. As I've learned this lesson in my tenure of entrepreneurship, it will come back to you, and hopefully I get to do it. So I'm not perfect. I'm laying it out there. Definitely had my share of really good hookups from really good friends, and felt like I walked away and I got robbed a bank. So would like to change that in the future for my own self as well. So we're all in this together. So together we can change. Together we can help people in No Bro. Got it? All right. This is Alternative Influence Coaching. I hope you feel coached. I hope you've also checked out our Fit Pro Success Summit. It is now available all the time for a small fee. And I hope you've grabbed a book because you want to talk about things that keep the lights on. That's right. This book keeps these lights on. All right. I'm out. Thanks for being here, and we will see you soon.